This episode is from Switzerland. We'll try to explain you how the Swiss work. We will talk about free internet and public transportation. Welcome to our escapades. Ursula is the navigator, my name is Dieter, and I'm the wheelman. Before I even got into the plane, I found out that all public phones were removed at the airport in Zürich. Now the big question was how to contact my pickup party. I didn't want to use the roaming service from Bell Canada, it is too expensive. After some investigation, I found an option to get free internet at the airport that does not require an active phone connection. Switzerland Info in Zürich Airport is immediately after leaving Immigrations and Customs. I scanned my boarding pass from Toronto and out came the login code. Now I could access the internet and connect with my pickup party. On the way home, I found the free internet booth in the departure waiting area just beside the gates. My next task was to get a SIM card for my phone. Most mobile service providers have a store in the airport shopping concourse. One of them is Swisscom. They offer prepaid for tourists. It's called Flat 70 for 20 Swiss francs. It includes unlimited calling and text in Switzerland and unlimited data for 7 days. There may be additional cost for new SIM cards. Add-on packages are available when you travel to other countries in Europe. One important fact about Switzerland: stores are closed on Sundays, so no shopping and no groceries. One of the few exceptions is the airport shopping concourse. They are open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Back to free Wi-Fi. We found free internet in shopping malls. This is Glocalme Shopping Center, all decorated for Christmas. As long as you can receive text messages, you can sign up. The code is sent by text. And then a few days into our vacation, I noticed that the lens on my Asus Zenfone was broken. It is still recording, but it has an interesting glare. Here we are at Bahnhofplatz, a streetcar node for 10 different lines arriving in intervals of 1 to 2 minutes. Across the street is Hauptbahnhof, the main train station in downtown Zürich. We got free internet after submitting the form. It worked in the main train station. Not sure if it includes other stations as well. It is impossible to miss the iconic Swiss station clock that appears in all train stations across Switzerland. Apple had used the Swiss station clock design without permission for its mobile operating system iOS 6. The clock was designed in 1944 by Hans Hilfiger to symbolize punctuality is the railway's trademark. The last place where we expected free Wi-Fi was in the Postauto. This is the bus service that connects the towns from big to small all over Switzerland. Wi-Fi is available in the bus most of the time. This is not a complete guide to free Wi-Fi in Switzerland. One thing is clear. Without a SIM card, you may not get free Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi passwords are usually sent by text. Very important when you travel through Europe. Every country has their own mobile service provider. You will need roaming services and it may get very expensive. Do the research before you leave home. We were using Glocalme. It is a portable hub for Wi-Fi. You don't need a SIM card and you get data services in most countries. We connected 4 phones and 2 laptops and used WhatsApp for voice calls. 2 of our phones had a SIM card, the other used the Glocalme exclusively. Visit the Glocalme website for more information. Now we have a closer look at the public transportation system in Switzerland, or ÖV, short for öffentliche Verkehrsmittel. This is Switzerland with the 26 cantons that make up the Swiss Confederation. We landed in Zürich and spend most of our time in the canton of Zürich. The canton is set up in zones, and we get to that in a minute. To give you a perspective, the Zürich Flughafen or airport is here. The Zürich Hauptbahnhof or main train station is here. And we visited friends, family and attractions all over the map. To get around, you find a station like 100 of other people, at night and in the rain, or below ground. This station was 3 minutes from where we were staying. Board the tram, these are the streetcars. The bus, these are local connections complementing the tram. The ship that zigzag up and down Lake Zürich. The Postauto, these are commuter buses all over Switzerland. Or the S-Bahn, these are the commuter trains. You need a valid ticket to ride the ÖV. There is a ticket machine at all stations and they are confusing. Way too many buttons. First, select the language in the bottom right. Kurzstrecke, meaning short distance, is for rides of 2 km or less. The stops that are included in the fare will show on the next screen. Tap Kurzstrecke kaufen and you can adjust the ticket and pay. The Kurzstrecke ticket is valid for 30 minutes. Expiry date and time is printed on the ticket. Insert coins, the machine has change. Or tap with a credit card. There is no PIN entry possible. Be aware, foreign credit cards may not work. Our Canadian MasterCard failed when we tapped. We always had to enter the PIN. Einzelbillett or single ticket is valid in the downtown zone 110 for 1 hour. I will talk about the zones in a minute. The 24-hour ticket is a day pass for zone 110. To travel beyond zone 110, tap Anschlussbillette and select the number of additional Anschlusszonen. Our destination is Männedorf, so we count the zones. Zone 110 counts as 2 plus zone 140, 141 and 142. These are 5 zones. Before we look at a way to avoid these ticket machines, you may have noticed some bizarre names in Switzerland. A street name caught my attention. I struggled to pronounce the name and asked for input.
Hüeblibach. Hüebli schreibt man. Hüebli. Hüebli. Statt Hüebli. Hüebli. Nicht Rüebli. Statt Hüebli nimmst du ein H. Hüebli.
I agree, whatever they said. Now let's look at an easier way to deal with these location names. Download the ZVV app from the Play Store and follow the prompts. Open the app and enter the departure location or tap current location. Next, enter the destination. We're going to Wädenswil. And you get a list of all the routes by start time. There are several routes within the hour, all the same price. Take bus 67 and change to train S8. This route may have delays. Take the tram number 14 and change to IR 35. Tap Buy Ticket and you get the summary. Then tap Next, again Buy Ticket for Swiss francs 1080 and you get to the payment options. For us, only the credit card is an option. Post Finance requires an active account. They charge 25 Swiss francs per month for non-residents. Twint is a payment system that requires an account with one of the Swiss banks, and Reka is an account for residents of Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Germany, France, Austria and Italy. The ticket will be in your app and conductors can validate the ticket. Now that the ticket got validated, we could travel to our destination and enjoy an amazing meal and a Müllsaft. That is a cider that screams fresh from Switzerland. And as a bonus, the meal came with a view, not uncommon when having lunch in the Alpgschwänd mountain restaurant high above Hergiswil on the Pilatus. We also visited the Rhinefalls, the most powerful waterfall in Europe. And the third teaser of what comes in the next video, Saas-Fee, the village in the Swiss Alps that is surrounded by mountains exceeding 4,000 meters, with an ice pavilion that is carved into the Fee glacier at 3,500 meters above sea level. The air was thin, the wind was frosty, the view was, well, breathtaking. Did you ever wonder why Switzerland has CH for their country abbreviation? Well, CH stands for the Latin words Confederatio Helvetica, loosely translated Swiss Confederation. And if you are curious about this old car, this was Ursula's first car. And back to the last chapter. To get the best price for all these tickets, we went to the SBB information in the Hauptbahnhof. Opposite to the information is a restaurant. A quick hand wash and we were ready to work out our travel plans, including all transactions and ski passes. When we were ready, we checked out the train departure board to find the track. Now is the time to relax in the train and in the Postauto and on the ship. We ran out of time to visit all the places we planned. They will be here the next time we come back to the place where we grew up. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you out there.